After celebrating 40 years of the 4Runner for 2023, Toyota's off-road SUV will stick around for a little longer before a 6th-generation model is introduced. While many SUVs have moved over to unibody platforms, the 4Runner has remained true to its rugged roots with body-on-frame underpinnings. Toyota has introduced the 2024 4Runner, and as you might have guessed by now, the star of the new model year is Terra. This orangish, brownish earth tone will be offered on the TRD Pro variant, an off-road oriented trim that also happens to be the most expensive of the cohort. The 4Runner is decidedly old school, which yields certain advantages. Burly capability results from the SUV's frame-based platform, four-wheel drive, and off-road technology. A naturally aspirated V6 engine and archaic 5-speed automatic transmission have proven their dependability over 14 years of service. The new Toyota 4Runner SUV is almost entirely unchanged, with just new exterior colors joining the palette for 2024. The TRD models also get a few unique features as you move up the trim levels, including a multi-terrain monitor for the TRD Pro. Despite the impressively long list of trims, there is only one engine to be found under the hood of the Toyota 4Runner. The 4.0-liter naturally aspirated V6 supplies the hefty SUV with an adequate 270 horsepower and 278 lb-ft of torque. This won't see the vehicle winning any races, as it takes the 4Runner around 7.5 seconds to go from 0 to 60 miles per hour, and it hits a top speed of just 113 miles per hour. Managing the gears is an old-fashioned 5-speed automatic transmission, which sends outputs to a rear-wheel drivetrain in all but the TRD trims, which get the optional 4WD as standard. With such a broad range of options, it can be difficult to pick the right trim. But at this price, the SR5 is already quite well equipped, and since every model shares the same powertrain and offers AWD, it should suffice for most basic needs. The SR5 Premium is only a little more expensive, though, and adds a lot more value. Of course, if you want to do some off-roading, there's no beating the TRD off-road unless you are willing to go all out and pay the hefty price for the TRD Pro and its Fox shocks. The TRD Sport builds on the standard SR5 by adding an adaptive suspension system and a set of 20-inch wheels and tires for improved on-road handling. Toyota offers the 4Runner in 2-row and 3-row configurations, with seating for 5 or 7 passengers. The Toyota 4Runner's rugged exterior design carries over into the cabin. The dashboard features large, chunky dials for the climate control system and big, easy-to-read analog dials in the instrument cluster. The front seats are firm and supportive, but adjusting the low driver's seat takes some fiddling. Toyota has done an admirable job of updating the technology in the 4Runner to keep it competitive. All 2024 4Runners get an 8-inch touchscreen with Android Auto, Apple CarPlay, and Amazon Alexa functionality. Bluetooth connectivity for USB ports, XM satellite radio, and Wi-Fi capability are standard. Navigation and a premium 15-speaker JBL audio system are optional. The touchscreen icons are easy to see and respond quickly to touch. The system doesn't have the sharpest graphics or the biggest screen, but it doesn't feel antiquated. The refreshed Jeep Wrangler now has a 12.3-inch Uconnect 5 infotainment management system with an 8 or 9-speaker audio system, wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, and a Wi-Fi hotspot. a mid-sized SUV, the 4Runner has enough interior space for 5 adults and a third row of kids, too. It isn't particularly accommodating of tall or long-legged individuals in the second row, but headroom is good in any position thanks to the high roof that never slopes, which also makes it easier to get inside. However, legroom is a little trickier, and if you opt for the 7-seater configuration, you'll have to reserve the back row for small children only. Accessing said third row is made a little easier when you get the sliding second row, but it still requires some minor acrobatics. As standard, the driver's seat is power adjustable, making it easy to find a comfortable position, but while forward visibility is good, the long body and large C-pillars create some difficult blind spots. Trunk space. When configured with the third row option, the 4Runner has only 9 cubic feet of cargo space. But with the third row seat folded down, there's a more respectable 46.3 cubic feet behind the second row. For comparison, the 4-door Jeep Wrangler only provides 31.7 cubic feet of storage behind its second row of seats. The 4Runner also offers a useful sliding cargo tray option. It's a durable surface that locks into place while driving, but it can be pulled out when stopped. The rear is quite bland, but it does have a roof-mounted spoiler that juts out over the trunk.